It's the penultimate day of the Scottish Transfer Roundup show. We have players arriving in Glasgow, we have players leaving Glasgow, but I'm surprised, based on our European performances this week, that not everybody is looking to get a one-way flight out of here. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. It's been a very bad week for Scottish football, but let's talk now about some transfers. I don't want to talk about the Champions League, I don't want to talk about Europa League, I don't want to talk about Europa Conference League. Screw those diddy competitions. The only competitions that matter are the Scottish Premiership, the League Cup, and the Scottish Cup. Why was I going to say Scottish League Cup twice? I don't know who's going to win the treble this season. It won't be Celtic, I'll tell you that. But what they have won is the signature of Nat Phillips, or Nilips Fat, whatever this fucking guy, Nat Phillips, yeah, I believe it's Nathaniel. I think he calls himself Nat for short, but I believe his full name is Nathaniel Phillips. He is an English centre-back at Liverpool, but he is currently obviously on loan at Celtic. Now, I think he is 6'1", 6'2", he's a bit of a big boy, he might even be taller than that, he might be like 6'3", but he's a big lad, and he's muscular as well. I was looking at his press conference, and he's completely bursting out of that Celtic shirt, so definitely looks like he goes to the gym, definitely looks like he's going to be a solid option for Celtic at the back. And, you know, maybe they needed that, they've got injuries right now, but for me, a bigger problem for Celtic is their lack of goals. It's okay saying that they were without Carter Vickers, it's okay blaming the likes of Ralston, blaming the likes of Liam Scales, but at the end of the day, Celtic aren't scoring goals, and that's not the defenders' fault. The defenders aren't being paid to score goals. That is the attacking options. That's your midfield options. And at the moment, they're not really creating anything. So yeah, I mean, Nat Phillips, I think, will be a decent signing. But if Nat Phillips played against Kilmarnock, would Celtic have won? No. If Nat Phillips played against St Johnstone, would Celtic have won? No. So while I think it is a decent signing, I don't think it's going to magically solve all Celtic's problems. But let's move to the other side of the city now. Glen Kamara, he finally leaves Rangers, he joins Leeds. I believe the deal is around £5.5 million. I'm shocked that Kamara's actually went. I honestly believe that the transfer rumours around Kamara have been going on for so long that it just seemed destined that the guy was going to stay at Rangers. I just thought, right, okay, we hear it time and time again. Glen Kamara's leaving. This club's interested. This club's interested. That club's interested. A, B, C, D, E, F, G is interested. And, you know, the rumours after a while got boring. They got lame. It was the same old shit. It was very repetitive. Premier League club, Championship club, some team in Turkey, some team in Greece, some team in Europe. Everybody, it seems like at one point or another, wanted Glen Kamara, but now Leeds have him. He finally completes his move away for Rangers, and this is great business for Rangers. They got him for 50k. He played an important part, I think, in Rangers winning not only the Premiership, not only the league, but he also played a decent role in Rangers getting to the final of the Europa League, and now they've managed to sell him, and they're going to profit roughly £5 million. So it's been a great bit of business for Rangers. Glen Kamara, unfortunately, has went off the boil the last year, 18 months, so I think it is a good time for him to move on. I wouldn't see him playing much for Rangers had he stayed, so it does make sense for him to go, and Rangers are getting good money for him. So I think it's a win-win all round. It's a win for Rangers, it's a win for Glen Kamara, and if he can perform, if he can get back to his best, then it will be a win for Leeds, because he was at his peak at Rangers, a very good signing. But let's look at some other transfer rumours then that is set to happen, I guess, tomorrow on the last day of the transfer window. Benfica midfielder Paulo Bernardo is set to fly into Glasgow to seal an initial loan move to Celtic with the possibility of it becoming permanent. So Paulo Bernardo, never heard of him, but he plays for Benfica. He can't be bad. If you play for Benfica, I would assume you're pretty decent. We've seen Duke come for the Benfica B team. He's been a good player for Aberdeen. I believe Jota came for Benfica as well. So who knows, maybe it could be a similar signing. Aberdeen are keen on a loan deal for Newcastle midfielder Jeff Hendrick, but face competition from Leeds United, Sheffield Wednesday and West Bromwich Albion to sign the 31-year-old, according to the Press and Journal. if Aberdeen is facing competition for those three teams, I think it's highly unlikely that they'll be able to pull this signing off. Jeff Hendrick, I believe he is the Republic of Ireland international. If it is him, then I think that'd be a decent signing, but I just don't see Aberdeen doing it with the competition that they're up against in order to get that signature. That's pretty much it. We've had Celtic offer Lee Albada a new deal. Celtic have turned down an offer for Rocco Fata, so not really much happening. And Livingston manager David Martindale insists he won't entertain any last minute offers for striker Joel Nouble, which I thought was a little bit surprising because he's been crying and bitching for clubs to come in and sign Joel Nouble. He's been complaining all transfer window, and now he says that he won't even entertain the idea. So maybe he thinks there's not enough time for him to replace Nouble. That could be his argument. We'll just have to wait and see, guys. Anyway, that's it. Tomorrow, transfer deadline day, should be a good one. Looking forward to it. But until next time, we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.